Internet literacy. Identity theft. A tutorial by Access Technologies. First, what is identity theft? Identity theft is the use of your personal or financial information without your permission. Most identity theft, or fraud, comes from phishing. Phishing is a fraudulent email that steals your login information by posing as a legitimate institution. A person may steal your information for financial reasons such as opening credit cards in your name, appropriating your tax refunds, or using your insurance for billing. This means there are three major institutions aware of your identity footprint: your bank and the IRS, your insurer or Medicare, or any of the three major credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. The 2020 pandemic led to a spike in fraudulent behavior reports. In 2021, the FTC received 5.7 million reports of fraud. However, in 2022, the FTC only received 2.8 million reports of fraud. Those numbers may seem big, but even at its highest, 5.7 million is less than 2% of Americans. This number is even smaller when you realize only 1.2 million of which were identity fraud specifically. What does this mean? During the pandemic, people shifted to online businesses and scammers experienced a boom in revenue. However, reporting, awareness, and legal action brought those numbers back down. Increased awareness and emphasis on safety has created a lot more options for protection and compensation. What this means for you. Institutions, both public and private, have been dealing with more counts of identity fraud and have created more facilities to deal with this increased threat. In fact, the Federal Trade Commission has an official reporting website. You can find a link to this reporting page in the video description or visit www.identitytheft.gov. Mobile devices like Android and iPhone scan apps in the App Store, drastically reducing the instance of malware apps or malicious software. This means the internet is like a national park. It's a large wilderness with safe paths, but we still take a risk when we venture into less traveled areas. What's left? Between the ingrained antivirus in newer computers, as well as two-factor authentication, there are still a handful of things you can do to protect yourself. You can find tutorials for antivirus software and two-factor authentication below this video in the description. Things you can do. Number 1. Keep a consistent eye on your bills, taxes, and credit score. As soon as unusual activities happen, let the appropriate institution know. They can freeze your account before more damage is caused. Number 2. Practice internet safety. Avoid websites and emails you don't recognize. Asking Google is an easy way to find out the legitimacy of a website. Number 3. Give out personal information sparingly. Keep phone calls vague and shred sensitive paperwork. You can keep electronic paperwork safe by creating unique passwords. Keep them written down and hidden, or you can use a password manager, a program that stores your passwords. Helpful? Questions? Find more tutorials in the video description below or visit www.accesstechnologiesinc.org.